All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is International Red's Fashion Experience Show, and my topic today is being optimistic. I know a lot of haters, they hate to hear me say positive things because they're looking for faults in everything they can. They want to be critical about different situations. You know what I'm saying? And that's only because they're sad, they're not happy. You know what I mean? They don't have no one in their life. Their life's not fulfilled. Their life's not complete. And they seeking, they ain't fulfilled, so that's why they want to act ill. But it's okay with me, you understand? Because I'm great. I'm like Tony the Tiger, you understand me? I got a lot to say and a lot to talk about. And I'm going to be optimistic. And I got to give my queen a shout out for making me come up with this title because she had went through some adversity. And I say adversity is to see the greater benefit. And by her, you know, handling it so well, you understand me, that she was able to accomplish a lot and feel good and enjoy company with good people, good friends, and you know, and it was just a beautiful experience. Well, that's what you say. That's what you do, you understand me? When you get lemonade, when you get lemons, you make lemonade. You understand? When something bad happens, you make it great. You understand? You gotta know how to distinguish the two. That's why being optimistic, if you're optimistic and not pessimistic, then you're gonna be all right, simply because you're gonna have the attitude, you understand me, of PMA saturated in your mind, to where anything that happens and anything that goes wrong, you're gonna look at the upside of it. Just like me, I had some misfortunes, little minor misfortune things that happened, that I just overlooked it, and I said to myself, you know what, it's gonna be all right, you understand me? You know, as long as I wake up, I got my health, I can get around. I'm going to straighten this stuff out. This is temporary. All these situations, all these setbacks, all these things that happen to you are just temporarily. They're just something, a hurdle you have to hurdle over. That's all it is. You understand? It's not nothing that's going to stay that way. It's just something that's temporarily. So if something happens, you understand, you have an encounter, someone makes you upset, or you know, or they just try to steal your joy. Just don't let them do it, you understand me? Just stay focused and stay on a positive note and just be the best you can be, you understand me? And don't even fall into those categories, because the best thing you can do is be your best self, you know, and think a lot about yourself. And if you think good and a lot about yourself, then you know what I mean, you don't have to worry about anyone else, you understand me? Because you know, you're making sure you're loving God and you're loving yourself. And you're being the best you can be, you understand me, in everything that you do. You know, and being optimistic is looking at the bright side of everything, like, you know, rose-colored glasses. Just look at it like that, because there's only one way to see life. Life is going to be what it is. It's how you look at it and how you take things that happen. Because a lot of things happen in my building, and these things that go on, I don't let them steal my joy. I don't even ask about them. These things, I don't even ask the people what happened. I don't even get involved. I go along, like, as long as it don't affect me directly, I don't worry about it. If it doesn't affect me directly, I do not let it bother me. I don't even ask questions. You know what I'm saying? Because I know the neighborhood I live in, I make it the best I be. I feel the greatest I can be. If I was in a mansion or if I was in a hotel, it don't make no difference, because I'm going to be swell. Because my attitude is great, you understand me? And I'm going to be straight, and I know where I'm at is temporary. I'm always going to be trying to advance and trying to be better every day, each and every way, in all aspects of life. And so by me having that attitude and being optimistic, then I'm not going to lose. You know what I'm saying? I have that attitude, and I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to let nobody steal my joy, nobody take that from me. You know what I'm saying? Because it implanted in me. And that's why every day I strive to be better. You understand me? This is something that I do. You know what I mean? And I can't say it enough. You know, I can't say it enough. People say, well, you say this over and over. You say the same thing. No, if you got it, then you'd understand it. If you don't have it, then you don't understand it. You say the same things over and over again. Repetitions is what make it work. You mean you have to have it repetitiously, because this is therapy to me. You understand? When I do a show, it rectifies and certifies and straightens things up in my life. You understand what I'm saying? If I wasn't thinking right, or if things weren't like I thought they was going to be, when I do the show, it clears me up. You understand me? How I'm thinking about things. You know what I mean? It's making me a better person. Excuse me. It's making me a better person. You understand? In all aspects, you know. You know what I'm saying? Because when I don't deal with that's why I can't deal with people that I used to deal with, because I'm not in that space no more. I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna do it. You know what I mean? I try to be optimistic. Not try to be optimistic. I stay optimistic. By staying optimistic, being optimistic is a state of mind, and it's where you want to be at. You know what I'm saying? You want to look after yourself. People, you know what I mean? If you don't call somebody or they don't call you, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. As long as they're all right, you know they're all right. You hear, that's it. You don't worry about it. You know what I mean? About why they didn't call you or whatever. Or they want you to do this. They want you to go there and be places. Because no, you just don't go. If you don't want to go, don't go. Don't feel bad because you're not going. And they don't care whether you go or not. They just want your support. That's all they want. Either you do it because you want to or you don't. I'm not going out of my way. If it's inconvenient or it's not something that I want to do, I'm not doing it. Especially in a pandemic. You know what I mean? There's certain things I'm going to do. And places I'm going to go. And people I'm going to be around. You know what I'm saying? I'm handling mine, man. I'm back at the gym. I'm doing what I do. I'm feeling great. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm being straight. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time to be tripping. I'm on a journey. You understand me? To be the best I can be. And if people don't check on me, you see, I'm the older person. When you're an older person, people are supposed to check on you if they're younger. They don't understand the rules, man. What can I say? I'm not going to get caught up in it. I'm not going to explain them to you. You understand me? Because that's the way it is. Just like me, I check on Filmo because he's older than me. He's about one of the only ones I know that I'm close to that I check on. See how he doing, you understand me? And he called me the other day because I don't check on people every day. Like my sister, she want me to call her once a week. I'm going to do that. I'm going to call my sister. Love you, Patsy. This is my sister in Arizona. You have to give her a shout out. And I will call her once a week because that's the right thing to do. And when she told me that, she reminded me because I know there's a time where we didn't call each other and we didn't do all that. But we all getting older and we should be more concerned about, how we are doing. That's the right way to be. That is actually the right way to be. And I'm going to be more right way to be. I'm going to be doing more things that are right because it's the right thing to do. Because a lot of things I didn't do at one time because I wasn't really tripping off right or wrong. It's just what I wanted to do. No. But people that love you, you got to take consideration for when they show love and you love them, you show them love. And you show appreciation. That's just something you do. When you want to be right. Then there's other people that you really don't care that much about. You know what I'm saying? You call them if you want or whatever. You don't even get up out of it because they're not that close to you. You know what I'm saying? They might have been close at one time. Like I said, things have changed. Well, a lot of these people are associates. They are not friends, and they have to understand that because my friend list is very short. The friends that I have, because I know when you need somebody, you have to be optimistic. But when you need something, you know what I'm saying? Don't never need nothing. Put it this way. First of all, don't never need anything. Be independent. Be self-sufficient. That's the way to stay optimistic. And be that way. If you stay optimistic and sufficient, then you won't have to worry about needing somebody for something to hurt your feelings or to let you down because you're not going to be dependent on them. If they say no or they don't invite you to their house and they know you need a place to stay, don't feel bad about it because first of all, sometimes they don't be thinking, sometimes they're really not that thoughtful. And sometimes they really don't care whether you're in the street or not. You understand? So you got to look at the reality of the situation. Some people are considerate and they treat you like you want to be treated. Some people don't treat you like you want to be treated. And then when they do that, what you have to do is treat them accordingly, But all in all, you stay optimistic. Because I know I got haters. I got haters that are in the family, haters that are close. And I always address haters simply because I let them know that they're not stealing my joy. And I'm still going to be the best I can be and be happy as I am. You know what I'm saying? Despite they chasing dreams and trying to, looking at situations, you know what I mean? That they look and say, well, they ain't going to, when they used to say things about us, they would put me in his category. They put me in their category. We're being punished for something. We're doing this. No, I never thought I was being punished. I never considered that I wasn't going to get what I got coming in life. I don't never think negative like that. You thinking negative, then you ain't going to get it because you're not going after it because you don't think you deserve it. That's a simple fact. It ain't got nothing to do with You know, if you don't deserve it, if you don't feel like you're worthy of it, then you're not going to get it. You got to feel that way yourself. Then God will give it to you when he knows you're ready. If you're not ready, you ain't going to get it. You got to be ready, and you got to be confident. You got to have confidence enough to where you want to go out there and grab it. You understand? If it's something that you want, whatever it is, get it. But make sure you want it. Don't just get it because, hey, you want it, you know what I mean? Like nice cars and jewelry, you know? I'm not going to say I'm running after that. I'm going to get it when the time is right, but I'm not going to make that a priority because I've done that in the past, and I made material things a priority, and the stress I got behind it caused me to relapse. So I know what I want. I want easy does it. I know easy does it is the way I'm going to do it. I'm not going to have no stress, and I'm not going to get my joy stolen. I'm going to stay joyful, you understand me? And optimistic. I'm going to stay optimistic in the highest way, you understand me? And I do this not sometimes, but I do it all the time, you know, because that's what I do. And I'm the kind of person that I can maintain being a giant in the game, you know, or I can do other things, you know. Like what else would I do? I just be me, who I am. I don't know nothing else. There's no other things. You understand? I've been doing this. I ain't been a square. I haven't worked a job. This is something that I didn't do. I wasn't raised this way. So when people expect you to do this, or they want to make fun of you or laugh or do what they do, that's okay, because I know they don't understand. They squares. They squares. Squares don't understand stuff that players do. So I understand it. It's not no... I understand what squares do, though, because I'm a square now. I'm a hip square, but I don't look that way, and I never will, because that just ain't in me. You know, certain places and certain things you do, certain way you look, that's you. You understand? I'm not going to look like I put on no construction boots and put on a helmet and go out there and look like I'm going to work, because I ain't never did it, never will, never wanted to. So it's just like I was able to live the life that I lived, and I appreciate being who I am and who I am and what I am right today, because it's considering how I lived. You know, and like the guy was asking about interviewing people. No, I interviewed people, some of the best people, you understand. I interviewed Ronnie Newton. I interviewed Playing Eddie. I used to interview people. I interviewed a lot of people, Charlie Walker and all these different. I went through that phase of interviewing people. Right now, I'm content at being myself and doing my shows for me, for my therapy, and for the people to hear me. I don't even want guests. You know, I know some guests that was on my show before in the past, and they want to come back on. No, I'm not repeating what I did before. I'm not on to that. I'm not into that. If you want to do that, you have a show, and you want me to guest on your show, I will be a guest on your show. But I'm not taking my show and doing it. No. I may do one-on-one, do a show with you, and then we do a show back at one time. But it ain't going to be that kind of situation. I'm doing my show, and the only show I'm sharing my show with is my queen. You understand what I'm saying? Because her show is a part of my show, and we are one. So you understand me? As being one, we are an item, and we're a perfect combination. So therefore, that's why the show I do will be with her, not no one else. I'm just not into that right now. You know what I'm saying? Now, when I get to a point where I want to do other shows with other people, you know what I'm saying? It'll be when the time is right. It's not now. It'll be down the line. I will do it. You know, when things get all the way normal again. I think when things ever get normal. But at this time in this phase of the game, I'm not trying to be around a lot of people and expose myself to a lot of anything. Even though I got my shots, I'm still not comfortable with being out there, because I see a lot of people catching this thing. They got 2 shots, and they still getting the situation. They still getting they're getting this variant, this Delta variant, COVID-19. And I be saying, wow, they getting it and that way. You know, it's, man, hey, it ain't no joke. It ain't nothing to laugh at. So it's like what I got to do is I'm going to stay focused, and I'm going to stay doing what I got to do for me. You know, me and mine, as I say, me and mine. You know, I'm not worried about nobody else and haters and people that are jealous. I know I see them every day, you know, but I just stay away from them. You know what I'm saying? That's why I've been like this for years. And I'm happy I am, because I don't get caught up in none of that mess that you get caught up in. I learned like 20 years ago. I started cutting people off unless they was about something and they can help me get something. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't beneficial in that respect, I wasn't messing with them, because I know, you know, it's like anything. You know, people that's for you, that's going to help you get things done that happen, like books that be written, calendars be made, all these things that happen when the time is right. You can't make it happen. You know, you got people that want to be famous and they not famous, and then they putting all this stuff out before it's time, and then the stuff don't sell because people really ain't following them. You know, they're not really a popular person. Me, I'm famous, I'm popular, so these things will happen, but it'll happen when the time is right. I still got a couple more things to do to get to that point to where I'm going to have these things happen. You know what I mean? The book deal, the other things that are going to happen, it's all going to happen at the right time and phase, you know. Because I look at it like this, you know, that whatever you do, and whoever you are, you have to remain solid. You got to remain 100. You know what I mean? If you got to stay real. If you're gonna be, it's only a handful of real people around. Real is rare. Real is rare. Real people are rare, and it's getting rarer all the time. That's why I don't just meet people and all of a sudden I meet them and we cool. Nah, we ain't cool just because I met you or you know me. You think you know me, you don't know me. We just an associate. You understand me? I'm very hard to get close to nowadays. You understand me? With the way life is, and as long as I've been living, I know fakes and phonies and frauds. They wide and they're everywhere. There's more of them out there trying to get close to you than the ones that are real. Because real people, you know what I mean, they don't come to you like that. They come to you real because they are real. They don't come with no lies. They don't come with no cheat. They don't come with no deception. They come at you real, and they true and blue about it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why me, myself, I just remain optimistic, keep my circle small, you know what I'm saying? And stand tall and be the best I can be each and every day. That's all I do, you know, and look after me and mine. Because I know you understand me how life is. I know what it's all about. I've been on this earth 69 years, you understand? And I've been in the fast life all my life, you know, in the game. So I know the game, and I know the game, and I know life. And I know how squares are about the game and about people in life, you know. It's an undercover hate. I know I had a friend, he never did realize it. You know what I mean? He'd be exposed and being hanging around with these cats. And you know, they weren't nothing. They were despised. They was envious and despised. They would work at the car lot and work at different places, and I wouldn't get close to them because I know they worked at the car lot. Then they want to go into the whole store and mess with prostitutes and make the traffic all bad. You know what I mean? Out there hollering like they doing something. And I didn't like that. I see people do that. They get a couple drinks in them. I lost respect for the people because I said they faking. You know what I mean? And my friend, he would accept them and give them their credit. I like them from a distance. I liked them from afar. I never got close to them because I know they were fakes and phony. A lot of people don't even know what a fake and a phony is. They think because a guy got a good personality, he's friendly, he's nice. No, man, that don't mean nothing. You got to know what a person's made of, what they're about. A lot of people don't even know how to determine a good person when they see one. Because a lot of people appear to be fine. You know what I mean? As long as you open the door and let them know that you're all right with them, then they think they're cool, and they're going to go further and further trying to get next to you. So I let them know off the top, you understand me? I don't get close. If you stop me and I start to see me and I keep walking and I speak and keep going, I ain't speaking to stop it. Because it ain't like that. It ain't that kind of party. And a lot of people don't understand that. They see you, they think they know you, and they try to get close to you. And the whole thing is, you condone me, but it's a whole different thing. It's a pandemic going on. It's a whole different situation. Plus, I've grown. I'm not selling that no more. So you don't need to stop me about some movies, about some watches, or none of that. Because I'm not selling none of that. I'm not selling anything. So therefore, you don't need to stop me unless you got something for me. If you want to put me in a video, if you want to write my book, or do something like that, get to me through legal channels. You know what I mean? Come to me like a man. You know, you don't say you're going to do something, they don't do it. Because a lot of people do that. Even the people that's realer that you know, say they're going to do something for you, then they vanish. That's why I said that I don't be heartbroken or be hurt by it. Because I know people say they're going to do that. They don't do it. Dude's going to give me some $7,000 gators. He's making them for me. And I haven't heard no more from him. You know, he's supposed to do this. But I didn't, you know, I know if somebody's going to give you something and they care about you, that's good. Don't say you're going to do something if you ain't going to do it. Just don't do it. Don't even say it. But you say it and then you vanish from the principle. I'm not going to call you and ask you why you didn't do this. You was doing it because you wanted to do it. I'm not going to call. I'm not thinking nothing about it. If you don't never give me a dime, don't do nothing for me, I'll be fine. It's just an idea when people say they're going to do something. They don't do it. They're not being real. But I'm going to be optimistic. I'm not going to let the material things or whatever people say or what somebody else does or don't do reflect on me. You see, I'm not going to let it happen. And if I lose something or if I misplace something and lose it, then I'm not going to get upset. I'm going to get back up and go get it. Get back out there and apply for some more. If you lose some money, go out there and get some more. Do whatever you have to do, man, but don't be whining and crying and talking about people and you know, acting like they at fault. You understand? They shouldn't be at fault. They're not at fault. You know what I'm saying? They're not at fault. You know? You just don't pay them no attention. See, I don't take things literally. You know what I mean? I be in control of my life. I do what I have to do. I think for me, and I think optimistically, and I try to be on time and be prompt. I try to be the best I can be as far as I'm on time. You know, I'm dependable. You can depend on me. If I say, you know, I'm going to do something for you, I'm going to do it. If I don't say I'm going to do it, then I'm not going to do it. But if I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. You know, if I say I'm going to meet you, I'm going to meet you. And I'm going to be there on time like I'm supposed to. All that is under my repertoire. That's under my repertoire, man. You know what I mean? That's the person I am. And I've been this way, I'm going to stay this way. So I can't be dealing with people that don't treat me like I treat them. Because I would cut them loose quick. I had time. It was times where I had to go through all that. That's why I don't sell nothing no more. You know, when I was in the office, that was an experience. Which was a beautiful experience because I enjoyed it. And then I learned a lot. What I mostly did is I learned a lot about people. Being in the office. You know, I learned a lot about people. And that's why I don't need to be, a whole lot of them I ain't trying to be around now. People say, where you hang out at now? No, I don't hang out nowhere. You understand me? I take my ass home. When I'm through doing what I'm doing in the streets, I go home. I know how to go home now. I ain't got time to be running around, you understand me, just trying to get into stuff. You see people standing on the corner talking or whatever. No, that ain't me. I'm not doing it. You know, and if I go to a party or somewhere I go, I'm going to go with, because I want to go when it's something big, I'll go to it. But not every little party, excuse me, every little party that somebody throws, I'm not going to be there. I'm not going to be common like that. I'm not the common one. Every time that the bell rings, I'm jumping. I'm not the one. That ain't me. I'm not even doing it on that level, man. I'm not doing it like that. I'm too slick. I'm too strong. I'm the type of cat, you understand me, that I'm going to stay optimistic, man. You know? I'm happy. I'm fortunate. I know it's haters say, oh, man, you talk about your woman too much. I'm going to mention her right now. You understand what I'm saying? I got a good woman. You understand me? I got a queen. And I am a king. And the thing about it is, everybody ain't going to be for you. They're not going to like what you're doing and who you're with and how you do what you do. Some people will. A lot of people hate it because they can't have it. You understand? Because they settle for less and they don't wait for the best. I'm not going to I ain't got time to worry about you. How you going to try to? I'm going to stay optimistic and thankful and blessful and be thankful. I thank the Lord that I'm in the position I'm in and I have who I have in my life. And I know these haters always want to say something negative and I got to check them, but I'm not worried about checking them. But I'm going to let them know, you understand me, that, hey, the things I do for me. They'll be so arrogant to where they'll tell me why you don't have a cup like the newsman got, or why you don't have this. Man, look, let me tell you something. I do what I do, and I do for me. I don't try to be or keep up with nobody else. I don't care what cups they got. I don't care what they drinking or what they doing. I don't do nothing what nobody else do. Right now, I'm not drinking nothing. I don't do nothing. I do what I feel like doing. The time I do it, it's because I do it because I want to do it. Nothing nobody else do. I am 69 years old and I lead my show. I lead my show. Nobody else can influence me and tell me what I need to do. You understand me? I've been a leader all my life. Mostly I've been a leader. When I was following older cats so I can learn how to be a leader. You understand? I followed Castro to learn how to be a leader. And then when I once wasn't pimping no more and I was hustling and I was selling slum, I had people sell slum for me. I had people selling jewelry. See, I always was a leader. I always had a crew. I always did things on a giant scale. I never was a follower. You understand me? That's just the way it is. I've been like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm independent. I've been independent all my life. From way back, you understand me? You know what I mean? When I was in the game, I've always been in the game. But when I had women and when I didn't have women, I always was independent and took care of me. You understand? Because nobody want to be with somebody that's a loser. Unless they lose. If they a loser, they'll be with a loser. Because misery love company, and people on that level, they stick together. That's okay. But I'm not going to be on it. I'm going to be optimistic, and I'm going to be the best I can be. You understand? And what other people say, haters and things, I don't care. You understand? I just have to get back and let them know, because they always want to say things to try to discomfort. Why don't you just keep that to yourself? Why you have to always say negative things instead of saying something encouraging? You know why? Because you don't have that in you. You're not happy. You don't have a woman. You know what I mean? You ain't been in a relationship in maybe probably 20 years, maybe longer than that you've been in a real relationship, because you've been with prostitutes, you've been with women that you really wouldn't want to take to your house, or you want to take around family. You just have sex with them. So those are not relationships. See, those are not relationships. Those are just interactions, sex escapades. And people do that because they have to do something, But me, I had discipline, and I knew how to be to myself until the right one came along. I was being true, and I wasn't half stepping. And when you're true to life, everything gonna be all right. And you gotta understand that. You know what I mean? You got to be the best you can be, and you have to be optimistic, in spite of what encounters you might encounter. You know what I mean? You have to be optimistic, because it's just a temporary situation. A setback is only a temporary setback. Adversity is a seed of greater benefit, because through adversity you get better and better. You know what I mean? You remember, and you be on top of your game. You know what I'm saying? You be a winner. Being a winner is what it's all about. And being optimistic is looking at the better part of everything, looking at it positively and happily. There's always a bright side to every situation. So it's up to you to look at it. You know what I'm saying? Don't look at the bad. Because it's so easy to look at the bad and complain and not be happy. It's so easy to do that. But we don't want to do that. We want to stay optimistic. Stay optimistic in this world. Being optimistic. You see, that's what you want to do. You want to be optimistic. And live life the way you want to live. Be happy and be joyful. You don't have to show off. You got people that show off, and that ain't good. Showing off, you know what I mean? Just be who you are. I did that when I was young. All it does is attract haters. You know what I'm saying? If you open your mouth and say things to people, that's why when I'm on the street, I don't be saying that. I don't get caught up with all that, because that really attract haters. People hate on you and they won't know. You know what I mean? They're looking for a fault. They're looking for your downfall. They're looking for something to go wrong. And I've been through that. I experienced it. That's why I know how to stay on the horse. Because I fell before, so I know how to stay on. And hey, ain't nothing going to drive me off. And hey, I'm going to stay optimistic. Optimistic is the way to be. Optimistic is me. Ow! International Red for the record. This is the fashion show. International Red Fashion Experience. Believe that.